In a small, serene village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a wise Zen master known for his profound understanding of the human mind. One crisp autumn morning, a young disciple arrived at the master's humble abode, his face etched with frustration and weariness. The disciple had been struggling with incessant mental chatter, a constant stream of thoughts that seemed impossible to quiet. He approached the master with a question that had been troubling him for some time. "Master, how can I find peace when my mind is always so noisy?" The Zen master, who had been sitting quietly in his garden, looked up with a calm and knowing gaze. Without a word, he gestured for the disciple to follow him. They walked through the village past vibrant market stalls where vendors called out their wares, and the air was filled with the mingling scents of spices and fresh bread. The disciple was overwhelmed by the clamor, and his frustration grew with every step. Eventually, they reached a small clearing at the edge of the village, where a solitary bell hung from a wooden frame. The bell, though simple in appearance, had a profound resonance. The master motioned for the disciple to sit on a nearby stone bench. With a serene smile, he instructed, "Listen to the bell. Focus on its sound." The disciple, though skeptical, obeyed. The master struck the bell gently, and its clear, melodious tone reverberated through the clearing. At first, the disciple's mind was filled with competing thoughts, each one vying for his attention. He thought about his tasks, his worries, and the noise from the village. But as he continued to listen to the bell's steady ring, something remarkable began to happen. Gradually, the other sounds of the world seemed to fade away. The persistent chatter of his mind began to quieten, as if the sound of the bell was gently sweeping away the cluttered thoughts. The disciple focused all his attention on the bell's resonant tone, feeling the vibrations as they echoed through his body. The sound seemed to create a peaceful rhythm that calmed his restless mind. The Zen master observed his disciple with a gentle smile. After a few minutes, he struck the bell one last time and allowed the sound to linger in the air before it eventually faded. The disciple opened his eyes and looked at the master, a sense of tranquility washing over him. He felt lighter, as though the bell had not only cleared the noise in his mind, but also allowed him to experience a profound inner stillness. The master spoke softly. "Just as the bell's sound brought clarity to your mind, so too can focusing on a singular point of attention help calm the chatter within. When your mind is overwhelmed by a flurry of thoughts, direct it toward a single sound, sensation, or image. Let it be your anchor. By doing so, you allow yourself to find the space between thoughts where peace resides." The disciple nodded, understanding the lesson with a deep sense of gratitude. He realized that the incessant chatter of his mind was not something to be eliminated entirely, but rather something that could be managed by focusing his attention in a deliberate and mindful way. The bell had taught him that inner peace could be found amidst the chaos, provided he was willing to seek it with intent and patience. As the disciple walked back to the village, he carried with him a new perspective. The noise of the marketplace, once a source of frustration, now seemed like a distant hum compared to the tranquility he had experienced. He knew that whenever his mind became restless, he could find solace by returning to the simple yet profound practice of focusing on a single point of attention, just as he had done with the bell. And so the Zen master's lesson on how to stop the mind's chatter became a cherished tool in the disciple's journey toward inner peace. It was a reminder that amidst life's constant noise and busyness, there is always a way to find calm and clarity, simply by tuning into the present moment and allowing it to guide us to a place of serenity